When I tell y'all this is the most diabolical Sims expansion pack that has dropped to date, I mean that. The fact that they not only named this pack Business and Hobbies and had the nerve to make it a tattoos and a candy kid shop, if you want to play this pack with gameplay within entirety, you do have to download 6 other DLCs. Now we're going to get into that in just a bit, but before I do, I want to say what is up guys, my name is Simian, my name is Yen, I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. We're going to be talking all about the new Business and Hobbies expansion pack. A lot of people wanted to know what I truly thought about this, and when I saw the trailer while I was on vacation, I just could not be more mind blown at the fact that they are actually dropping this shortly after Sims 1 and 2. Now, when I first heard about the Business and Hobbies, when it was first getting leaked by Anadius over on Twitter, I thought, okay, wow, we're going to get something that's going to be along the lines of Sims 2 free time. I think a lot of us did think that we were going to get some type of sports and that it was going to focus more on less rabbit holes and more interactions. Boy, was I wrong, because the more you read into it, the more you're just like, what were they thinking and who was on the board when they were creating this? Now, personally for me, I feel like this is severely limited hobbies, and for an expansion pack centered around hobbies, the fact that the only major new features are tattoo shops and a candy store for kids is a complete joke. And I feel like what I mean by that is a candy store, really, these are things that personally for me could have been base game updates and just in general more like a refresh to get to work. Y'all let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about that, but that is genuinely how I feel. But I felt like they could have added new hobbies like skateboarding, dance, even like a revamped music system. For sure, I thought we were getting bands, because when you think bands, personally for me, I thought hobbies. Like, of course, hello, have you none of y'all seen Freaky Friday or any other drama teenage drama where a lot of the hobbies they're in bands? I felt like that was a very good way to put that into the game, to incorporate that into the game. But boy, was I wrong. They didn't even do that. We could have had soccer. We could have had, again, we could have did gymnastics. There are so many different ways they could have went about this. And the fact that they didn't just, is it really mind-blowing? No. If you come with less expectations when The Sims actually announces or drops a trailer, you won't be disappointed. And if you're a longtime Simian viewer, y'all already know exactly what I say. No expectations mean no disappointment. Now, we do know Get to Work was one of the first DLCs that they dropped for The Sims 4, and it actually brought in a new way of gameplay. Especially if you're a gameplay simmer, you feel like Get to Work actually did what it needed to do, and I love the fact that you could actually go to work with your Sims. Now, this is something that I thought would be really cool along the lines of, you know, a career and active system. Like, imagine your Sims actually attending soccer practice or rehearsing with a band or running a photography studio instead of just having them disappear into rabbit holes. I feel like teens especially could have had a deeper experience, like, you know, with the bands and stuff like that, but that's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about that. But I feel like there could have been I feel like there's just other ways that they could have done it. Now, again, this is still new and like, we haven't seen exactly the gameplay, so we do have to wait till the live stream for when the Sim gurus actually do the live stream and show us a little bit more in detail. But let's be real, what we see is what we're gonna get. I said what I said. Y'all can't tell me otherwise, okay? I feel like they were really on track with the whole 25th anniversary, especially dropping the 1 and 2 and being nostalgic and, you know, having all these different vibes of like, look guys, look what we're doing. Like, everybody was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then they finally dropped that DLC that we were supposed to be getting, and then it's like, what the hell is this? It's very lackluster. And I'm very like annoyed by that, because again, I'm gonna get into the map specifically, because what the hell were they thinking? I just feel like EA ignored the potential and left us with another like shallow experience of what could have been. And I'm just so sick and tired of being sick and tired when it comes down to things like that. I feel like one cool thing that they could have done, and maybe they do have it and they just haven't shown it yet, a new sports skill where you can actually, in sports, your skill level rises with how athletic you are. But I guess that's kind of like something that we already have, such as fitness. But I feel like that could have been 2 different categories. Y'all let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about that. Now, I do want to get into the map, and I feel like the map is the most disappointing part about it all. And it's like, yeah, okay, we get tattoos, we get candy shops, okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But the map, like, I feel like I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I actually put out a tweet, and I specifically said I'm really frustrated that the new Hobbies EP isn't bringing a more diverse world. The Sims team really needs to step it up when it comes down to diversity and world design. And I feel like so many of the recent worlds have felt and started to feel very, very repetitive. And if you take a look at this new map, I personally feel like it's something that we've already seen before. There's nothing special about this map. There's nothing diverse about this map. There's nothing, oh, like, wow, like this is something that we've never got before. I'm not feeling it, and I'm not here for it. And I feel like this is a very easy way for the Sims to take the lazy way out, but that's just a personal opinion. Y'all let me know. We have a lot of 15 times 20, 20 by 20s, 50 by 40s. I personally feel like every single lot, especially when it comes down to an expansion pack, needs a 64 by 64, one of the biggest lots. Now, I do know that they say that it has to do with, you know, the amount of things that they can actually put per expansion pack. And if it's going to be a DLC, they do need to focus on the fact that we need 64 by 64, period. If it's a game pack, okay, understandable. But an expansion pack, I feel like we need each map needs to have one of the biggest lots available, especially if you're having it around business and hobbies. It's kind of like when the new For Rent pack actually dropped and everybody saw the map and it was just a bunch of tiny little freaking map lot sizes by 15 by 20 and 20 by 20s. And people were like, where is the biggest lots? Like, if you expect us to have this cool Airbnb vibe to our rental houses and being able to rent homes and do, play on play, quote unquote, hotels, why did we not get a bigger lot? And I feel like The Sims is peeling away little by little, and they just don't want to admit or accept the fact that, hey, we just can't put as much as we want in each pack because it might just overall make the game worse. And if you guys look closely, there is a lot of features that are, really, really cool. I do like the fact that we're going to have multi-purpose lots, which is something that we've been wanting for a very, 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 very long time. But I feel like with that multi-purpose lot, and they're forcing you to get this business and hobbies expansion pack, because when I told y'all that if this multi-purpose lot was just a free base game update, I don't wonder how many people would actually get this business and hobbies expansion pack on their own, because I feel like tattoos and a candy kid store is just not enough. Now, we haven't seen a lot of the build and buy items, but personally for me, it already has leaked and it's just not looking as cool as I would like. Now, as far as the tattoos go, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be something fun, something gameplay. Again, I'm a gameplay simmer, so I do love this, but I do feel like it could have been refreshes, and some of the animations do look a little bit repetitive of something that we already seen with Spa Day. Now, one of the most interesting things that they did say was that if you get this pack by a certain amount of time, you'll be greeted with these 3 new items. And I feel like they try to do this to make it be like, ooh, like get these 3 new items if you buy it early. And it's just not a great selling point, because what you're telling me is that these 3 items are worth the $40 that you're going to get ahead of a certain time. Now, you're telling me that this statue, this lamp, and this display case is worth getting it in time? I don't think so. And I feel like this is a very, smart marketing move on their end, because I feel like personally, people don't like to miss out, and they know that, and then they do that with simmers. A lot of simmers don't like missing out. So what they do is they'll try to be like, ooh, get this by a certain amount of time, and you get this too with your game. And everybody wants that, right? It's the same way they do with the whole rewards event system, which I feel like eventually they should just let all the reward items go and just put them out as a base game update. But again, they're locking that behind like some sort of like, look, if you didn't play this, it's only exclusive. I do feel like slowly but surely The Sims is on their way to a Fortnite vibe, but that's a personal opinion. They did say like, you're gonna have a pottery skill and a pottery reel, which is really cute. And I feel like this is going to be something that, your Sims can open up a business with. And I do feel like that's adorable. And again, with the new tattoo skill, you do have a tattooing skill, and you do have a tattooing skill, and then you can open up your dream business. And they did say that you can make and sell pottery or craft provided a service. You can also use the selection tool to designate a space in your home for doing what you love and making a living with it, which is a really cool feature, because again, now you can make a live-in business where you have a home and you have a business and you can run it outside of your home and it still be completely functional. Again, with the multi-purpose functional lots, that's something a lot of simmers have wanted for a very, very long time. So I do love that feature. I'm not saying that this pack does not come with really incredible features. Multi-purpose lot, tattooing, being able to, do different things, again, with the gameplay with pottery wheel. I just feel like it's not enough. I feel like it's going to be a game pack. And I know you guys hear me say that a lot. Like, you say that about every single pack. Well, I do genuinely feel like a lot of expansion packs should be game packs, because again, they are not giving expansion pack worthy. I feel like the last time we had an expansion pack worthy expansion pack was Snowy Escape or City Living or Get to Work. Those to me were expansion packs. Again, they are putting together this whole like hosting classes and lectures, and hobbies are our best way when shared and explored with other like-minded sims. So of course we're going to see a play on things with that, where if you're others, or if you meet another sim that maybe is interested in pottering, you guys will be able to clash a little bit more and maybe have like a little bit more of even a friendship or even a romance. So that is kind of cool. Again, I'm not saying that the whole pack is completely trash. I just feel like for the price, they're definitely playing with us in our faces for the multi-purpose lots. I don't care what anyone says. They put it as $40 because of the multi-purpose lots specifically. And they knew a lot of simmers have wanted that for a very, very long time. It's the same thing with For Rent. We've wanted to be able to do apartments on our own and have, functioning apartments with multiple people having multiple different units in one lot. And so they put it, but instead of giving it to us as a free base game update, they just ended up putting it behind an expansion pack. They knew exactly what they were doing. Of course, it's marketing. And of course, at the end of the day, it is EA. I'm not saying this is all on Maxis. I'm not saying this is all on the Sims team, but I'm saying at the end of the day, EA is all about money. And we can totally see corporate greed at its finest. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you're being negative, you're being negative. See for yourself. If you guys go onto any of the Sims Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube channel. Go look at every single comments. It's not just me. I would say about 75% of people are like, what the heck is this? You guys are trying to be cash grabby and take all the money. It's probably the most selling part for me is the multi-purpose slots, is which why I will be getting it. And again, I am interested in the tattoo career because I feel like that's something that we definitely should have had a very long time ago. I just feel like sports could have been just a huge selling point for this pack, and The Sims 4 has always just lacked so much with like just athletic hobbies in general. I mean, again, I thought that they were going to do something really big when it came down to high school years. And of course, we saw the football and the cheerleading team, and all of that seemed to be just rabbit holes. And I really don't like that. And I feel like, again, they missed the mark again with sports. I feel like, come on, they could have at least just given us soccer. Like, I don't get it. Or football if you're from other countries. I just feel like that is something that just could have been implemented. And EA could have added more just rock climbing or skate park. But I do feel like we got nothing that truly expands on Sims physical hobbies, and that's just how I genuinely feel. I don't know. I feel like EA had a really good opportunity to make these hobbies feel like an actual part of the Sims lives, and instead they gave us like some, I'm not going to say bare minimum. I just feel like these are features that definitely could have been included in a base game update. And I feel like The Sims 4 prioritizes quantity over quality as usual. And I just feel like it just leaves people very frustrated. And in the long run, what is this going to mean for The Sims 4? Like, this makes me nervous about a lot of the other DLC that they're going to end up dropping, because I feel like they were starting off so well with The Sims 25th anniversary. And then all of a sudden it's just like, what are you doing? The Sims, what they're trying to do is they're trying it all. They don't give a damn who don't like what, because when I tell y'all there's over 150 million players playing The Sims to date, and they are consistently growing, especially with social media and all these Sims creators coming out and talking all things Sims, and people are joining in for the first time. Even in 2025, some people have just started playing The Sims. So again, The Sims is consistently growing the fan base, and there's always going to be new people who just don't know no better and who don't know what The Sims 1 and 2 had to offer, or The Sims 3. And so they automatically get The Sims 4 because, again, it does look like the best quality as far as graphics, of course, in my opinion. So I do feel like a lot of people just don't know any better, and they do get these packs thinking like, okay, this is going to fulfill what I need. If you go onto EA Play and you type in The Sims 4, there's over 84 add-ons. 84. By the end of this year, we're probably going to have 100 add-ons. And that is saying something. How many DLCs do we need to make the game what it is? I'm very curious. What do you think? Do you think the game is already complete, or do you think the game is far from complete? I would really love to know your opinions down below in the comments, because I'm going to make a separate video on this about where specifically The Sims 4 is headed, or the Sims team in general, or just the Sims franchise. If you guys are interested in that video, let me know down below in the comments, because I really do want to make that video and just really talk about all things Sims and that. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. But with that all being said, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it truly does help out my channel. And whether you're a silent viewer, you like my videos, you share my videos, or you comment my videos, at the end of the day, you still show me some love, and for that, I thank you. Will you be getting this pack? Please let me know down below in the comments, because I really am curious to know. And I will see you guys all in tomorrow's video. Bye!